I'm passionate about rivers. I grew up on rivers, fishing them, looking at them, trying to understand the creatures inside of them.
A lifelong fly fisher, Ben Miller has spent the past 8 years using his fly rod a little differently.
Becoming versed with the fly rod and then pursuing the arts, it has led to this collaboration of the two coming together to use this instrument as a paintbrush to deliver the velocity of the river and create that scene as if you were sitting on its banks.
Spanning 120 miles, the Gallatin is a free-flowing river, one of the few left in the U.S. that remains undammed and undeveloped.
I love that about the Gallatin and kind of its more refined rawness.
It's one of Miller's favorite rivers to paint. But over the years, he has noticed the Gallatin start to change.
Things are kind of warming up. Even the Gallatin, since I've been painting on it, up towards Big Sky, all of a sudden there's these massive algae blooms. And they never had them before. And the water's almost neon green.
Rising temperatures, decreasing snowpack, and rapid development are putting strain on the river. And experts say there is a limited window of time to take action to reverse the damage.
Having neon green algal blooms that trace dozens of miles on a river, that means that our rivers are sick. Let's be very clear.
Guy Alcenser is an environmental lawyer and activist who has been working on river protection for over 15 years. He says algae blooms change the chemical makeup of the river, lowering levels of dissolved oxygen and raising the temperature of the water, impacting local ecosystems.
I see the algal blooms happening, and it breaks my heart because I know that means that we're at that ecological tipping point.
Algae blooms are the result of nutrient pollution, specifically a buildup of nitrogen and phosphorus. Alcenser says that while these elements are naturally occurring, development activities can increase their levels through stormwater runoff. Rapid snowmelt can further exacerbate the problem, leading to fewer flushing events that keep the river clean and warmer water temperatures ideal for the growth of algae.
We can't control how much sunlight, we can't control how much it snows, but we gosh darn well can do a better job of how and where we develop.
If current conditions go unchecked, Alcenser says the impacts on wildlife, agriculture, and the outdoor recreation economy could be dire. But he says there are things that can be done now to safeguard the health of the river, such as taking a precautionary approach to development, implementing the best available pollution control technology, and executing a science-based cleanup plan.
This is 100% a solvable problem. We don't have to wait until we have an absolute crisis and no fish left in the river and miles of weedy, nasty, slimy algal blooms before we take action.
Painting with a purpose, Miller's art helps to raise awareness of the challenges that endangered rivers like the Gallatin face by documenting the changes that occur in an objective manner.
I don't know a better way to have it explained as through art. How it's painted and the time and the place. There was no refuting those facts.
Miller's work actively makes a difference in the health of the river, with a portion of the proceeds from his Endangered Rivers collection going toward the organizations working to keep them clean for future generations.
I love giving back to the organizations that are trying to make a difference as to the health of the river. It's really hopeful.
For NBC Montana, I'm Brianna Carroll.